Alright, so let's talk about skill-based matchmaking in video games, specifically for Call of Duty. I think I did one video on skill-based matchmaking in the past, but I gotta talk about it again, because it is a very real problem. So many people hate it, and I fail to see what good it is really doing for the game when so many people are frustrated by skill-based matchmaking. People are always complaining about this shit. It's trending on Twitter all the time with people complaining. People hate it. I don't remember people complaining this much in the past when skill-based matchmaking wasn't a thing, or it wasn't as strict. But now, all I see is people complaining about it. People hate it. People say it ruins games, and I understand that. Listen, my take on skill-based matchmaking is this, and I feel like this is very reasonable, this is logical, and this should be the way it is. In social, in pubs, unranked, no skill-based matchmaking. Anybody should be able to match anybody. If I match sweats every game, then so be it. So be it. But do not have a skill-based matchmaking system in place that is purposely matching me against sweats in unranked. Now, in ranked playlist, go right ahead and match players together based on skill. That is completely okay in ranked, when you are playing for a rank. Ranked is for competitive, sweaty matches. And you are rewarded by winning those matches because you have a rank that goes up and down depending on whether you win or lose. You're playing for something in those sweaty matches. When you have skill-based matchmaking in social playlist, in pubs, I'm playing matches where I'm sweating my ass off, very competitive matches, and I don't even have like a rank to show for it. There's no rank that goes up or down whether I win or lose. So I'm not even playing for a rank in these sweaty ass matches. In a ranked playlist, I am rewarded for winning those sweaty matches. And I am somebody who, I'm cool with sweating in a video game. Like, I do like playing competitively and trying to win. I like that. But that's for ranked. And I'm also okay with it in social sometimes, if I just so happen to match skilled players. But I don't like that there is a system in place making all my matches sweaty in social. That is a fucking problem. And skill-based matchmaking is a system that a lot of games use. And skill-based matchmaking, as far as I know, to my knowledge, it works. I think it works differently in different games. Some people think skill-based matchmaking means just matching players up of equal skill, and maybe that's what it means in some games. But then other games, it's like it's just trying to get you to have a 50% win-loss ratio. It's trying to maintain you having a 50% win-loss ratio. And then other games, it just tries to balance teams in weird ways. Like it might have 2 really good players on each team and then 2 really bad players on each team. So everybody's not equal skill, but the system looks at that as like balanced teams, because each team has 2 good players and each team has 2 bad players. And then you just get, I mean that does some really weird things for gameplay, because it's like the good players on each team are just basically trying to carry their bad teammates, and it's just really weird. And I mean, that's what I've experienced in Halo MCC. I mean, so often when I play social on MCC, it's just like 1 or 2 good players on each team, and then 2 or 3 bad players on each team. Like I've been in multiple games on MCC where I'll have 20 something kills and all my teammates will have single digits, and then there's a guy on the other team with 20 something kills and all his teammates with single digits. So yeah, I think skill-based matchmaking might work differently in different games, but the point still stands that it should not be in social. It shouldn't be in social. Social can be social. If I match sweats every game, so be it. If I match terrible players every game, so be it. Like, that is supposed to be the more laid back, casual experience. But if I go play with some friends, like, we would just want to chill. I mean, there's less of an opportunity to chill with skill-based matchmaking in place because the games are so sweaty. Man, I've been playing this Modern Warfare 2 beta. I played it a decent amount. Maybe I have I don't know. I played it a decent amount. I mean, like, almost all my games are sweaty as shit. Like, the most competitive shit I've ever fucking played, man. And it's unranked in a beta. It's unranked in a beta. And I'm playing the sweatiest shit I've ever fucking played in my life. Like, it is ridiculous, man. It is a very real problem. And in the case of Modern Warfare 2, or Modern Warfare 22, with the way that game is, with the decisions that Infinity Ward made, and like the loud footsteps, the no red dots on radar when you fire an unsuppressed weapon, the map design, multiple different things, it results in a lot of players just camping and playing really scared and just afraid to push anything, afraid to move around the map, and yeah, it's just really sweaty fucking games. So yeah, skill-based matchmaking can absolutely ruin a fucking game. And I don't really see how much good is it really doing for gaming when so many people hate it. Like, I guess the thought process is like they don't want bad players just getting stomped by good players. But again, back before skill-based matchmaking was a thing, or when it was less strict, I don't remember a ton of people bitching like about matching good players. Oh man, all I do is get stomped on by these good players. I don't really remember that. But now I see so many people complaining about skill-based matchmaking. So this seems to be more of an issue. I guess maybe the thought process from game developers that use skill-based matchmaking is that they think if bad players are getting destroyed by good players a lot, that those bad players will stop playing the game. And if they stop playing the game, they're not spending money on the game. So maybe that's what they're worried about. So that's why they implement skill-based matchmaking, to keep those skilled players and those bad players out of the same lobby. Maybe that's what it is. But you could also argue that, good players that are getting put into sweaty matches every game, that they will stop playing the game with skill-based matchmaking in place. And I guess, the more skilled players are probably, I think for the most part, are probably the more hardcore players, the ones playing more because they're good at the game and they play more, and maybe they're the ones that are more likely to spend money on the game. So wouldn't you rather retain them than the bad players that don't spend a lot of money on the game, or only going to play the game for a little while and then move on? I don't know. I don't know what the thought process is here, but all I know is many people hate games now because of skill-based matchmaking. So I mean, again, how much good is skill-based matchmaking doing for the game? What is the thought process from developers? Why do they want it in the game if it's upsetting so many people? Why put something in the game that is pushing people away? People are getting pushed away. Those are people that are not going to spend money on the game now. Some of them will, but some are going to go. Some aren't going to buy the game, or some might buy the game and then they won't buy microtransactions because they might quit the game because they're frustrated with skill-based matchmaking. I just don't get it. It's just one of those things that just doesn't make any sense. Anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Skill-based matchmaking is terrible. It shouldn't be a thing. You can have your sweaty matches in ranked, right? I'm cool with that. I like competitive matches. I like ranked. And that's another thing. A lot of Call of Duty games don't launch with ranked. I think especially Infinity Ward Call of Duty games. Like, they're forcing these sweaty-ass matches, and in some of their games, they don't even have ranked. They don't even have a ranked playlist. I'm playing sweaty, competitive, unranked. Give me ranked. I'll take ranked. I want ranked. I want to play ranked and play sweaty matches, but I don't want to play that shit in social. That's going to do it for this one. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.